wish you could have a teeny tiny etiquette guide that could fit nicely in your pocket? Well, 1888 has you covered. And this book is called Don't. The subtitle is a little bit longer. It's directions for avoiding improprieties in conduct and common errors of speech. And in the preface, it does lay out that, yes, this book does include a lot of these little rules that most people would think, oh, those are generally known. Everyone knows those. But as anyone who has stood behind someone in line at Walgreens who is both talking on their phone and trying to check out at the same time and holding everyone else up, you know that those unspoken rules of society are some of the most broken ones. So the author has compiled them all in here, and the author just goes simply by censor. And this book is mostly, it seems to be, aimed towards men. Most of the errors in dress and speech are directed towards men, ways to talk. Apparently brightly colored shirts were very out of fashion at the time and considered vulgar. So let's go ahead and read some of these rules from 1888. Some are pretty similar to our rules of proper conduct today, but a lot of them are a little bit different. So this section is called At the Table. And it starts, don't tuck your napkin under your chin or spread it up upon your breast. Bibs and tuckers are for the nursery. Don't spread your napkin over your lap. Let it fall over your knee. Don't serve gentlemen guests at your table until all the ladies are served, including those who are members of your own household. Don't eat soup from the end of the spoon, but from the side. Don't gurgle or draw your breath or make other noises when eating soup. Don't ask for a second serving of soup. So these are all negative admonitions, which I think a lot of psychologists today would tell you that reframing them in a positive framework makes a little bit more of an impact, but it's 1888. They're going to start every single one of these rules with the word don't. But later on, there's also a rule about don't overuse contractions. So a little bit of a contradiction there. Still more from At the Table. Don't come to breakfast and déshabillé. A lady's morning toilet should be simple, but fresh and tasteful, and her hair not in curl papers. A gentleman should wear his morning suit and never his dressing gown. There are men who sit at the table in their shirt sleeves. This is very vulgar. Don't carry a lighted cigar into a private office or into a sales room. Nowadays, you can't carry a lit cigar into any building, really. So, 1888 was onto something. And this is called In the Drawing Room. So, rules to abide by when visiting others in their own home. Don't be self-conscious. True politeness, says a writer, is always so busy in thinking of others that his has no time to think of itself. Don't, in introducing present ladies to gentlemen, gentlemen should be presented to ladies. Young men should be presented to elderly men, and not the reverse. Young women to elderly women. So there was a whole hierarchy depending on where you were, what your socioeconomic status was, how old you were, into who could introduce other people to other people. Very pressing questions of that era. Don't, if you are asked to play or sing, refuse, unless you really intend not to perform. To refuse, simply in order to lead your hostess on to reputed inopportunities, is an intolerable exhibition of vanity and caprice. To every hostess, therefore, we say, don't ask anyone more than once after a first refusal to sing or play. A first refusal may arise from modesty or hesitation, but a second should be considered final. So you're allowed to harass people into singing or playing an instrument for you, but not too much. And our last excerpt comes from a section called In Speech. So don't use slang. There's some slang that, according to Thackeray, is gentlemanly slang, and other slang that is vulgar. If one does not know the difference, let him avoid slang altogether, and then he will be safe. So which of these rules do you think are still applicable today, and which do you find the most hilarious? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time for another artifact short from the Birmingham Museum.